Hi. I know we just met, but I'd like to ask you to please close your eyes. Think of your favorite outdoor place where you go to connect to nature here in Richmond. Are you walking or biking in the woods in the James River Park system? Are you sitting near the lake in Bird Park soaking up the sun? Wherever you are, can you see it clearly? What color is the sky? Are there leaves on the trees? Take a deep breath. Can you smell the fresh air? Great. Please open your eyes. How do you feel? Are you more relaxed? Calmer? Are you happier? I know for me, being outdoors is just as important, or almost as important, as breathing. And it led me to the work that I do today. We need nature to nurture us, just as much as nature needs us to nurture it. How does nature nurture us? Natural places like trees outside of hospitals help our bodies heal faster. Natural light, when it shines through buildings like schools or office buildings, help our minds function better. And natural spaces like parks, when our homes are located near them, make our homes more valuable. So how do we, in turn, nurture nature? Well, that's where sustainability comes in. Sustainability is a continuum of our efforts to nurture nature. And sustainability itself is at the beginning of that spectrum. It's our way of maintaining nature and those natural places in our environment the way that they were when we found them, for those that come after us. Sustainability is good, but we can do better than that. And better is restoration and restorative development. For those that remember the James River the way it was 30 or so years ago, it was so polluted with chemicals that it couldn't sustain fish or other life. But after the hard work of so many people over a lot of years, it's now healthy enough that sturgeon and other species are thriving in that river today. That's restoration. And restoration is good, but we can do even better to nurture nature. What's better? Regeneration. Regeneration is designing and building so that we give back more than we take from our natural environment that surrounds us. Can you picture buildings with living walls filled with plants that make the air you breathe healthier? Or sites filled with fruit orchards and vegetable gardens that feed the surrounding neighborhood? Or how about buildings that don't need to connect to services like water and wastewater and electricity, because they provide all of those services to themselves right on the sites? That's regeneration. It's nurturing nature, and it's happening all around the world today. The more that we can nurture nature in our natural environments, the more resilient that we become as a community. Well, what's resiliency? Resiliency is our capacity as a community to bounce back from events that happen to us, extreme events like a hurricane or a flood, or extreme economic events like a recession that hits us hard. So how do we as a community enhance our resiliency? Well, I'd love to share some examples with you from women right here in Richmond who are doing great work to nurture nature and enhance our resiliency. There's Julie Wisin and her husband Paul, who renovated a 1907 trolley barn into this amazing office space that's known as the Emerald Barn. They believe it's the first building in the country that's on the National Register of Historic Places, that's also LEED Platinum, which means it's obtained the highest level of certification for a green building And it's also net zero energy, which means it's giving back more than it's taking from the environment. That's nurturing nature. And then there's Beth Wise. She is the poster girl of perseverance. She leads the Capitol Trail Foundation, and she's the top advocate for getting that trail finished. It's a 55-mile multi-use dedicated trail for biking and walking that's connecting Richmond to Williamsburg. And if it kills her, that trail is going to be done by the spring of 2015. And then there's Vaughn Tisdale. Vaughn leads Ride Finders. And if you want to get to work without driving your car, Ride Finders can help you. They help people get to work in alternate ways, like carpooling and ride sharing and riding the bus and teleworking. And the more people that can get to work without driving their cars, we're all the better for it, because that helps reduce congestion here in our community and also make the air we breathe healthier, nurturing nature. These are wonderful examples of women that are doing great work right here. And they represent so many other women and people that are doing all the same kind of work. So, I want to challenge you to look inside yourselves and think about how you can make a change to nurture nature, help us as a community be more resilient. What can you do? Make that change and act. Maybe it's a small change in your personal life. Maybe you can turn the water off when you're brushing your teeth. Or maybe you can shop at a farmer's market instead of the grocery store. Maybe it's a change you can make at work. Turn the lights off before you leave every day in your office. Or share a ride with a friend a few days a week instead of driving your own car. Or maybe it's a bigger change, something you can do out in the community, like help plant some trees, build a trail, adopt a street and keep it clean from litter. All of these types of changes help our community. So think back to that image that you had in your mind a few minutes ago. That place that you went to connect to nature. Carry that with you when you leave today. And remember, the more that we can nurture those little pieces of nature, the more nature will be able to nurture all of us. Thank you.